Brazil has produced a lot of great footballers. In fact, it is the land of football where great stars are born. Ronaldo Nazario, Ronaldinho, Roberto Carlos, Neymar, Pele, the list is very long. But today's generation hasn't witnessed the game of Pele, as he was one of the best football players the world has ever seen. Nowadays, it's all about Ronaldo and Messi, but it was only Pele back then. If we go back to the Hall of Fame, there's only one player to win 3 FIFA World Cups, and this achievement belongs only to Pele. If Ballon d'Or was discovered back then, he could have won more than 10. Pele was born on October 23, 1940, in Três Corações, Brazil. As many of Brazilians, he was born with a footballing DNA, as his father João Ramos, who was commonly known as Don Dino, was also a footballer. Pele was raised in poverty. In his childhood, he couldn't even afford a football, but he had a great love for this beautiful game as he used to play with a rolled-up sock stuffed with rags. But it was his destiny and sheer hard work that took him to such great heights. In his early age, he joined a team coached by former Brazilian national football player Valdemar de Brito. De Brito recognized his incredible talent and gave Pele a trial for Santos FC. This Brazilian wonder kid made his first professional contract with the team at the age of only 15. In his debut for Santos, he scored 4 goals against Corinthians. That was how he kept De Brito's faith. Pele launched the campaign of Santos in a terrific manner. His performance got the attention of Brazilian national team, and they included him in the international squad. That was quite an achievement for a 15-year-old to represent his country. Pele won his first major title in 1958 with Santos at the age of 17. He ended up as the top scorer of the league with 58 goals. Pele won many titles with Santos, devoting 18 years to the club. His loyalty to Santos is still admired by many. He played as an attacking midfielder and forward. In his 638 appearances, Pele scored 619 goals, excluding friendlies. Pele's international career is brighter than the sun. He scored 77 goals for the Brazilian national team, which is still the record. At that time, he was the youngest ever to play in the world's largest sporting event, FIFA World Cup. Pele proved to be a nightmare for France. In his first World Cup, he scored a hat-trick in the semi-final against the mighty French team, winning the match by 5 goals to 1. He became the first ever youngest player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup semi-final. A 17-year-old youngster eliminated the French team from the title race. The hype was not unreal as the Brazilian performed again in the final, scoring a brilliant brace against Sweden. In the 1970 World Cup, he scored 2 goals against Romania in group stages. In the quarterfinal, Pele made an assist. He scored an incredible opening goal against Italy in the 4-1 win. His celebration is considered as one of the most iconic. Pele's last match was an exhibition game between Santos and Cosmos in 1977. He played the first half for Santos and the second half for Cosmos. In the stoppage time, he scored the decisive goal and led Cosmos to win by 2-1. Pele also worked as a goodwill ambassador for UNESCO. He worked with the agency to reduce corruption in Brazilian sports. He's often called for interviews and asked about other football players. He admired Cristiano Ronaldo's talent several times and referred to him as the greatest player of all time. He saw Neymar Jr. as his heir to Brazil. He also appreciated Lionel Messi for his incredible talent. Here are some interesting facts about Pele. He was born as Edson Arantes do Nascimento, named after Thomas Edison, the man who invented light bulb. Pele brought the light of happiness not only for Brazilians but for the entire footballing world. Why the greatest player of all times didn't move to Europe? It is a commonly asked question. The thing is, he was declared as a national treasure in 1961. Foreign clubs were not allowed to move Pele from Brazil. He has a high profile in scoring goals. Collectively, he scored 1,281 goals in 1,363 games. He is the only player to score more than 1,000 goals. He is the only player till now to win 3 FIFA World Cups. Pele has a Guinness Book of World Record after the achievement. He has the most number of hat-tricks. He scored a record number of 92 hat-tricks in his professional career. Pele also has the most number of pokers. He scored 4 goals 31 times. Once he scored 8 goals in a single match. What a player he was. November 19 is celebrated as Pele's Day in Santos, as he scored his 1000th goal on November 19, 1969. The Brazilian magician is considered as one of the best, but he was still inferior to his father. His father scored 5-headed goals in a match once, but Pele couldn't break this record. Although Pele managed to net balls 4 times with his head in a match, Pele's trophy room is decorated with many trophies as one footballer could dream of. He won 3 FIFA World Cups in 1958, 1962, and 1970. He won 2 Intercontinental Cups in 1962 and 1963. He won 2 Libertadores Cups in 1962 and 63. He won 1 Super Cup of Intercontinental Champions in 1968. He also won 6 Brazilian tournaments from 61 all the way till 65. He also won 1 Major League Soccer title in 1977.